Hey, what is up guys? It's Gabumon for Game today, and we are bringing you a deck profile with an update of EX01 for our Gabumon Bond of Friendship. So before I get into it, we're not going to be explaining the same cards that we played previously, but I'll be explaining the new cards that we are playing. So yeah, we'll get into it. We played 4 Gabumons. Again, draw 1 if they have no Digisources underneath their Digimon. That's pretty good. We played a 1 Digimon. This is relevant now just because we actually played Champion Rush, so that 1k DP actually helps out a lot. That's pretty much it for the eggs. For the Digimons, we'll start off with our Rooks. We play 4 BT6 Gabumon. Again, self-explanatory, inheritable to restand, and gain 1 memory when you play a mat once per turn during all turns. We play 4 of the new Gabumon EX01, where the inheritable is on attack once per turn, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Tamer or 1 Digimon with Gabumon in its name, and bottom deck everything else. Easily achievable just because we play a good amount of champions. So, yep. We play 4 of the Gabus. Again, nothing too crazy. On play, draw 1. And again, shout out to Gabe for these sick alternate arts. Thank you, Gabe. We play 2 of the Tamer Searcher Gabumons. Again, I don't like seeing more than 2. I feel like 2 is perfectly fine. There were games where I played 1 and I was able to like hit off a Tamer that I needed. So that's pretty good. You don't want to play more than 2 just because if you start cycling and bottom decking your core pieces that you need, you could slow yourself in the game, which could cost you the match. Then last but not least, we play 2 Modoki Betamons. The Modoki Betamon's there to help you and stop your opponent from abusing their memory boost. So yep, that's this is pretty helpful. I mean, in my locals, a lot of us play memory boost, so it really depends, but I like seeing this at too. And that's pretty much it for the rookies. We'll go ahead and get into our level 4s. We play 4 Lobomons, because you know, Lobomon for game. We don't need the Strawbees anymore, just because drawing into this guy is actually really easy now. We play 2 of the Octomons. It's a 7k beat stick, and it's just another Digimon to Digivolve over to go ahead and proc off the EX01 inheritable. We play 2 of the Kakumons. I see a lot of lists, or quite a few lists actually, that was playing 1. I bumped this up to 2 just because I like to see it, and the fact that I get to swing into an unsuspended Digimon with no sources. Like, let's say they have their own memory blocker. I'm able to go ahead and swing over it if they have no Digisources under it. And then I'm able to abuse my, you know, memory boost, hammer sparks, things like that. Then last but not least, we play 2 of the level 4 Mechanorimons. I see a lot of lists playing Grizzlymons. I opted in to swap that out for Mechanorimons instead, because playing this for the cost of 4 doesn't really hurt you. I mean, Davis is gonna set you to 3. If you promote with a mat, you're gonna be at 4. You put yourself at 0, and because we play 4 ice walls, you can just choke them to 1 by playing 1 ice wall. But yeah, definitely helps out a lot. It's a game changer clutch, honestly. You don't know how many times that just me playing the Mechanorimon stops my opponent from swinging for a game next turn. We skip our 5s and 6 just because we still play 4 of the level 7 Gabumon. Again, you can switch this off with EX01 now, and on top of that, you can also switch it off by Davis. You can draw it off with your mats, Upamons, things like that. But yeah, we'll play 4. Don't play less than 4. You do want to see this card in your hand. Then into our Tamers, we play 4 mat. Again, you don't want to see less than 4. You want to go ahead and abuse its memory gain plus the draw 1 effect. And you know, it's another target to go and Digivolve over with your Lobomons. We play 3 Davis. Now Davis is still good in my opinion, just because, or playing this at 3 is still good in my opinion, just because resetting back to 3 doesn't, you know, is always a plus on your end. And on top of that, Davis can search up any of your blue Digimons. And the new Tamers that we play now would be Analog Youth. Now, with Analog Youth, what's cool is that you may reveal the top, or you have to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card among them in your hand, and trash everything else. So this guy can basically get any of your Digimon cards, including Mechanorimon, or if you want, you can grab your Modoki Betamons, or your Octomons, things like that. Cards basically that you need to go into your plays. And what's cool is that when one of your level 5 or higher Digimon with Digisources underneath is deleted, you may suspend this Tamer. If you do, gain 1 memory, then hatch your Digi-Egg into an empty spot in your breeding area. Now, I'll go ahead and show you a quick combo on this at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that one. But that's pretty much it for the tamers. Again, we don't play any of the Gabumons because the EX01 Gabumon inheritable also searches for this guy when you reveal the top 3. It doesn't have to be a blue tamer, it can be a tamer. That's it. So for our new cards, we play 4 of the Ice Wall. You want to go ahead and play this at 4 just because when it comes to the 25th of February, they're going to actually hit this card to 1. So, you know, use it while you can. I mean, I'm playing at 4 right now, but as I mentioned in my previous match, I've only been practicing to use this card once per game. Just because of the fact that I don't want to be heavily relying on these cards too much. I know it's different. Just because I play 1 copy per game doesn't mean that I have multiple copies in my hand. But you know, it's just a way to go ahead and start getting used to it. That way I'm not heavily relying on it. It's a really busted card. When your opponent attacks, they lose 2 memory. So if you choke them to 1, they swing, you go back to 1, ending their turn, right? That's how it works. Then we play 4 Hammer Spark, self-explanatory. You want to gain that extra memory. And again, +2 memory when they swing into your security. Ice Wall does the same thing, so that's actually pretty scary. We basically play 8 Hammer Sparks if it's in our security. Then to wrap it up, we play 3 of the Howling Memory Boosts. This is very helpful. There were a lot of times where they had a full stack, and I would promote my Gabumon, and I would be at 4 to 6 memory. If I'm at 6 memory, I would double play this, stripping off all the sources and choosing which Digimons I can stun until the end of their turn. And then I would play an Ice Wall. Just because putting them at 1, they're gonna have to swing if they have 1 Digimon that they can swing with. And then, you know, they're gonna have to pass turn, which basically saves me a turn. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck profile, guys. We'll go ahead and get into the combos. Alright guys, so one of the combos, which is pretty sick in my opinion, is having the Davis and Matt already with your Gabumon BT6 combo ready. And, you know, if you have another Gabumon in name, it can be any Gabumon, or an Analog Youth, or the Ice Wall. Well, don't heavily rely on this. You know, just basically having any cards that will help you go into your Gabumon play. But what I would like to see is at least 3 of these cards. So what's gonna happen is during your turn, you're gonna be at 3, right? So you draw. Okay, so we got a Gabumon. We promote. We gain the additional memory and draw 1 off of Matt. So we got another Gabumon in name. What we can do first is go ahead and go into our Gabumon Bond of Friendship, putting myself to 1, trashing the top 2. Oh, see, look at that. That's a scary security check. And then from there, we're gonna go ahead and swing. Let's say they have no Digi sources. You can draw 1, restand by its own effect, swing, restand once more by the inheritable, and swing for the last time, right? So that's 3 checks in already. Although, yeah, you traded 2 security, that's perfectly fine. What you can do is play Analog Youth. Analog Youth will go ahead and top 3. You can add any Digimon. So I add this Digimon, trash the rest, putting myself to 1. Now Gabumon is gonna die because it read that we still have security due to Matt's effect. And when our level 5 or higher that dies, you may rest Analog Youth to go ahead and gain that memory and go ahead and hatch another egg, right? And now we have a Gabumon to Digivolve over. And basically from here, you have multiple options. You can put them to 3 by playing a Gabumon. You can promote a Davis, or promote with your Davis to go into Lobomon, choking them to 2. But if you have this card, put them to 1. And that's basically it. If they have the Memory Tamer, I think this would be more optimal. Well, it really depends what type of board they have. But yeah, that's basically one combo. And yeah, pretty cool. Alright, so here's another cool combo that I like to do. So I kid you not, half of the time my board presence with tamers would be like this so often because a lot of them would be checked off from security. Like the first 2 would actually be like tamers, like half of my games. So that's pretty crazy. So what we're gonna do is, it's gonna be our turn. We're gonna go ahead and be at 3 because of Davis. We're gonna draw for turn, right? Then we promote. We'll be gaining 3 more because we have 3 mats. So I'll be at 6. We'll draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Cool. And then now from here in our hand, this is what our hand would look like. As long as you have a Gabumon, you can go into this play very easy. We'll go into our Gabumon, draw, right? And then from there, we're going to trash our last, third and fourth security check. And then we put ourselves to 3. From there, we're going to go ahead and swing. Because they have a, let's say they have a Digimon with no sources, we can go and draw one off with Gabumon. So we drew into an Ice Wall. Then we're going to go ahead and activate the reveal top 3 EX01 Gabumon. 1, 2, 3. Add a Gabumon in name. Well, we have quite a few Gabumons already, so we'll add our Tamer. We'll go ahead and bottom deck the other 2. And then we're going to restand. Then swing once more, right? So from here, what we can do is play the Mechanorimon. Putting the opponent to 1. This is gonna go ahead and get deleted. And on deletion, tap Analog Youth because it's a level 7 with sources. Gain that memory. You can go ahead and hatch. Then play Gabumon. And now we have quite a few options here. We can go ahead, if they have a memory tamer, you can play Jabu Gabu, put them to 3 because they're gonna be a 3 anyways to draw. Or the other option is if they don't have a memory tamer, what you can do is play the Ice Wall, putting them to 1. And honestly, you can still play Ice Wall even if they have a memory tamer, just because if they swing, boom, right? It goes to 1. Now they're gonna have to swing once more, but you have Mechanorimon. And Mechanorimon really stops a lot of Rookie Rush, even some champion rushes, because a lot of champions would be 5k. But yeah. Honestly, it's pretty simple and it's really fun. I may try a variant with Ancient Gururu with this package. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope this helped you guys a lot if you guys haven't found out some, some combos with the deck yet. But honestly, there's a lot more to it, especially when you go into early game with your Octomons or your Kakumons. Just packing off the EX01 Gabumon actually helps so much, helps cycles your deck really quick and easily. But yeah. Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found this very helpful. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. And if you guys want to suggest anything, I'm always open ears to any feedback. But yeah, you guys take care, and I'll catch you all later. This is Gabumon for Games signing out.